Welcome. First full moon of the year 2023. Exploring our connection and exploring the theme of fullness. So before we really settle into the seat, bring one of your legs out. Can be either one. Leave your fingers behind your thigh. Sit tall. Arms are strong. A little boat, but it's supported. Ankle pumps. Gaze lovingly at your foot and all the miracles there. Foot, ankle, leg. And relax. Bend your knee mindfully. And then rotate your hip out to the side and down. Wherever that works for your body in this moment, remembering that with each choice. So weave fingers, that's strong. Holding on strongly, sit tall. Add the ankle pumps. Free breathing. Four, and then relaxing back foot for a moment. Bend your knee. Hip joint external. Tuck your legs in and sit up tall. Settle your hands. Settle your shoulders. Settle your gaze down and centered. Connect with your breathing in this moment. One more time, breathing up, settling energy. Forehead sweep, fingers to the center. A little pulling on that fascia under the skin as you come to your temples and down your jaw. Hands connect and rest into the heart. A moment to offer any intention or gratitude. Is there something you're growing? Breathing out one more time. Breathe in. Let your soul start to flow a little bit side to side from your hips. Low. Put your hands there and connect with the area. And then some circling out and around. Wherever your hands feel comfortable. No harming. So do this all to your own depth, your own degree. Exploring some flow energy. Circling. Let's put the brakes on this side, settle to center, find center, and let the spin be created the other way. Really feeling and sensing your body. You can be precise with where this is positive. One more time, circling around and then gradually slowing down. Pause and feel that energy swirl. Bring your hands to your shoulder area. Draw circles forward with your elbows and back. So we have to start grounding a little bit, if not already happening. Press down to your legs. A little tone in your low belly. One more time. Draw the circle back with the shoulders and elbows and relax. To the head, starting from the ground up. Right ear, right shoulder, chin towards the chest, left ear. To the back, lengthen and gaze down your nose to any degree. You may change the speed of that, or just gradually move your head around can think of drawing a circle with your nose or your chin. That's helpful. It's a little different. Let's explore the other way. Try the ear to shoulder technique first. Releasing tension, neck and shoulders. All connects up to your skull and your scalp. Maybe try the circling of the chin or nose idea. And exhale, let that feel complete. Please transition back to puppy pose. Knees and hands, toes tuck, sit back, elbows lift. Sometimes it can be kind to reset your toes, or if they're okay, leave them alone. Let the sides of your torso lengthen here a few more breaths. Striking cobra practice with an inhale. So breathe out. Inhale, come up, release your toes and bring your belly between your hands to some degree, gazing down. Press your hands, go back, tuck toes, puppy. Slowly extend your front body. So you stop at any point, roll the shoulders back and down, and release. Keep exploring. You can go at your own pace and just breathe freely, or count 2 more times. Arms strong and straight, like you're coming into upward dog. Give them a little bend and then press off and back, puppy. Cow spine, pull yourself in. So hands resist a little bit. Pull under the armpits, release the feet. Reset your knees. Find the little tone in the low belly. Cow spine, inhale. Reach back your right leg. Exhale, bring that knee towards your nose. Curl in. Press your hands. Reaching back. Tiger pose. Extended spine plus extended leg, and exhale, flexion. Inhale for 3. Heart forward. Heart curls to the center. Make the movement a little bit dynamic. 1 more time each way. Curl in. Bring your knee down and come back without tucking your toes. Walk both your arms to the right side in any degree. Side reaching child's pose. Settle. Feel your heart slowing down. With calm, holding still, and calm breathing. 1 more time. Let go with a little slowness. Pull yourself up to table, holding energy. Ready for tiger, second side. Extended spine, left leg reaches back. Inhale energy. Exhale, elbows come in like chaturanga. Curl in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ease back towards your heels and center, and then the side reaching exploration. So we try to find this middle path where we are not holding back. So we're applying the heat that we need, putting the work in. And then we're balancing that quality with softness. Not forcing and not holding back. Like that quote from Rilke, the way it is with children, let it flow from you like a river. 1 more time. Slow breath, patient, impermanent. Walk your hands back to center slowly, and one more time, pull up to that tabletop and cow spine, inhaling. Bear pose. I'm going to reset my hands for a moment and ready for that lift off. We might as well do this every time until it becomes easy. So lift your knees 2 inches off the floor. Try to use your whole body, really press your hands. Try to find that little uplift in your low belly. This creates strength in the entire body. One more time, bear pose. Straighten out your legs and come into downward facing dog. And now we push the weight back into the legs. Heels reaching down, hands open and pressing. Or your shoulders broad away from your ears. Wrapping towards the pinky side of your arms with the shoulders. One more breath. Uplift into the low belly for this stepping forward, coming to halfway lift somewhere in the front section of your mat, breathing in. Breathing out, forward fold. You may move your hands, you can bend your knees. What do you need to do? Inhale, stand up. This process. So let your hands seal up in the air when your inhale is finished. And then exhale, align your shoulders. Come down and find your tall and relaxed mountain pose. So it's not like military stiff, but it's very intentional and composed. One more time, breathing, allowing energy to flow with nice aligned body. Sun salutation A. Let's do A 2 times and B 2 times. So inhale, reach up, seal the hands, finish the breath. Exhale to forward fold. Tilt your pelvis. Do what you need to do. Work with your proportions. Tuck your chin at the end. And then your head comes up first to that half lift position. Before you breathe out, bend your knees, bring down your hands, then breathe out and step your legs back to Palakasana for 5. Plank pose. 4. Where are you working with this? Make it count, only 5 breaths. Upward facing dog. Exhale, bring down your knees or come to the tops of your feet. Inhale when you're ready. Up dog, use the legs, gaze down. Exhale, hips up, step in your feet. Downward dog, rest for 5. Welcoming the strength of the practice. Feel the broadness of your chest and your back. Breathe out one more time. Wait, back into the legs. Finish the exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, come forward, stepping or jumping, and halfway lift. Breathe out, fold forward. Please know that you can breathe freely when you need to. Inhale, stand up. Gradually learning to breathe really slowly. And exhale, coming down. So never want to force the breath. Again, inhale up to know what to expect. Exhale, fold. It becomes more meditative. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, maybe step the other leg back first and bend the elbows on this one, or just repeat the plank. Just starting that dip down. Keep it sustainable. 5 breaths. Index fingers ground, hands spin outward. Pull your toes towards your elbows. One more breath, and then inhale when that comes. Flip your feet, press into the up dog shape. Exhale to the down dog. Let tension release from your feet and your face. Exhale, press the hands so weight goes back into the legs. We get the uplift in the belly. Inhale, come forward to half lift in your own way. In your own way, fold forward. Range of motion explored. Inhale, stand and reach. Exhale, pause. You noticed that we were going to do B as well, but I decided to move on to the moon salutation. So please turn, bend your knees and step and face the right side of your mat in the center. Feet hip distance apart. Bring up your arms with your shoulders down, palms pressing. Keep your front ribs grounded. Upward hands is not an easy thing. We practice it though. Ground into your belly. Side bend to the right. Breathing out. Inhale up to center. Side bend to the left. Doesn't need to be big. Inhale to center. Exhale, hands down, step to goddess. Wide feet and squat. Low hips, elbows lift. If you'd like to tuck that right one underneath the left. One more time. Press feet, squeeze glutes, stand. Change just the arms. You can come back down and then tuck that left elbow underneath. Elbows lift gently, hips lower, feet are open. Breathing out, it can be nice to be intentional about coming out of this pose with that glute squeeze so we all know where the glutes are. Press feet, squeeze, 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 come up. And release your arms as well. Triangle to the front of the mat. So turn your back foot a little bit and your front one all the way out. Lengthen out your torso. Reach up and down, grounding the lower hand. Gazing sideways towards the ceiling. Expansive. Let your pelvis do what it wants to here. Don't force the stacking or anything. Just let it be comfortable. One more time, breathe out. Breathe in, come up. Turning to face the front leg, so we'll need to get that back foot out to the side of it for Parsvottanasana. Thumbs down, come behind. Hold on or press your hands in one way, coming up your back to your own degree, breathing in. Spread your feet. Breathing out, trust those open feet as you do this, bow forward. Stopping halfway, gaze at your big toe. If you like, fold more towards your leg, elbows lift towards the sky. So I find that releasing tension from the feet after you find where you're going in the pose is working for me in this shape. So find a way to work with it, to build the softness in. One more time, breathe out. Inhale, come up. Transition to Anjaneyasana, release to the back knee down. So just breathe as you come to the low lunge with the knee forward towards the toes. And you may have the hands down on the floor, on the knee, or skyward. So pay attention to the right amount of lengthening in your hip flexors on the back leg. Causing no harm. One more time, breathe out. Releasing this meditation into the side lunge. We're going to turn back to the right side of the mat, letting that knee and toes turn towards that corner. Pick up your back leg. So we're in a side lunge. If you like to squat into this lunge or spin up the back heel, you can do that. Be really precise with your body. One more exhale. Maybe there's a little bit more space. Inhale. Coming up, and we've been working into Malasana here. So work your feet closer together, coming into a squat. You can keep your hips up, or you can keep lowering down. Know your knees. Mindful, mindful. One more time, breathe out. Transitioning to the side lunge, starting our lunar circle to the other side in these poses. So the toes towards that back corner of the mat. Support yourself in that side position. Little uplift in the pelvic floor when the legs are far apart. It's a nice opportunity just to gather up the inner leg line into the core. Can help you transition to Anjaneyasana. So now we face the back of the mat, come into that low lunge, guide the knee forward, settle into the foundation, add the arm position like you did on the other side. Try to take strain away anywhere. Ground your feet. Exhale. Transition to Parsvottanasana, straightening the legs, standing up. Rise, bring your arms behind your back, inhale. Exhale when you are ready, out and down. Intense side stretching pose. See where it wants to be today. Exhale one more time. Coming up, breathe in. Turn back to the right side of your mat for triangles. Work your feet into that and torso into that side facing position, over and down, upward gaze. Things don't have to be perfect. As long as they're not harmful, you can be with imperfect in your poses, but it's fine. Coming up, when you're ready to breathe in, goddess. Thumbs on the inside. Tall spine first, low hips. Work into your squat and then bring your right shoulder towards the middle and downward to create a twist. Keep your legs even so we have that to concentrate on. Gaze just follows where your face ends up. Downward nose gaze. Other side, release your spine to center and then the twist. Downward facing twist. Other side. One more. Inhale to center and come up. Step back to mountain pose. Let your left arm come into the side of your body and side bend over to the left. Deep breaths. Free flowing breaths. And over to the other side with some slowness. Switch the arms. This meditation, quieting the mind. Inhale, coming in. Step to the front section. Pause for inner listening for a moment. In the gratitude gesture, perhaps a meditation on fullness, on that symbolism of the full moon. And in yoga, that there's plenty of fullness for everyone and everything. From fullness comes more fullness. And exhale. Seal your hands somewhere. Where do they want to go? Belly, heart together. Ground your hands. Standing on one leg. And let's just try to list first. To list over towards the right side. Getting a piece of paper underneath that left foot. Perhaps coming to the fingertips to help build concentration. If you feel some sensation on that outer hip as you strengthen there. And then the other way. Get that foot really intelligent, really ready, the right angle of the heel and all that. And then shift and just listing to the side, give a little space under that foot. And that is everything right now. It has to be, or you'll probably fall over. Okay, exploring warrior C, or if you want to do a different standing balance on the leg, that's fine with me. So, back into the right leg. This time not listing, but lifting the left leg straight back. Hands at the pelvis can be useful for centering and remembering your strength as you lift that back leg. So this is a straight or straightish front leg. We're playing with this idea of maybe reaching for something on the ground, or you can reach forward, or keep your hands on your pelvis. Okay, let's try 5 breaths. Try again if you come out, all that. Just do your best. Don't let frustration come in. It's not necessary. Let that feel complete. It just is your best. And try again. It's practice. And something is learned. There's some benefit generated. Maybe it's your determination that's being strengthened today. I love the not giving up easily. I think that's so powerful here. And then sometimes you got to reset. Last breath. Come on out and let that be. Circle hips a few times both ways, just to create some softness from all that stabilizing work. Put your hands on either side of your sacrum, on the back of your pelvis. Step your feet a little wide, turn out your toes, and guide your pelvis forward, lifting front and back rib cage, standing back bend. Gaze down your nose, only take your head as back as it feels okay. Standing heart lift, one more time. It's important to let your head come last. Bring your heart first, and then your chin down and release. Feet back underneath the hips. Forward fold. You can do the lunar style where you bend your knees, palms up, and settle your hands down. You can rest your chest on your thighs. Let your back body relax with it. Find your breath in each shape. Rhythmic breathing. The vibration is calming. Both to the ears and the mind. One more time. And flip over your hands. Step back. Working to your forearms. You can do this from your knees. Dolphin pose. Strongly press your arms into the ground. Uplifting your belly. Shoulders wrap towards the pinky side of the arms, towards the heart. One more breath. It's like a little headstand, this pose. And transition to your belly by stepping your feet back, lifting your head, and lowering your belly to the ground. Have a moment to settle into your front body. So your pelvis feels open and even. And widen your feet, feel the tops of your feet press into the, maybe out by the side of your mat behind you. And coming into a nice sustainable back bend on your belly. So a Sphinx pose or a seal, a Yin style. You could bring in a pillow under your chest if you want to. This is actually feeling pretty comfortable. Deep cross arms. Just make sure you're not collapsing into your shoulders, but there's a little bit of effort in this kind of pose. You could also do hands forward or even elbows up. If you want to explore those to feel which one might be the best to hold for 2 minutes. Try to get your wiggles out of the way. Meditate on stillness, even breathing, soft gazing. Gently stimulating the back of your body. Is your jaw relaxed? Know yourself. Sadhyaya, study of the self. Know your tendencies. Be honest with yourself. And then take care. It's a little over 30 seconds. Poses like this, back bends are chronic, like the full moon. So this could feel a little strong. It's a little strong today. Stay calm, deepen your exhales. Few more circles of breath. Okay. Release. I would recommend a child's pose or a half frog. You could do anything that feels better, but you want to release that back bend. So you want to let your spine come down. So you could go back to child's pose if that calls to you. Or stay on your belly and bring up one of your knees on the floor beside you and take care to rest your head low so your spine is neutral. You can bring in a little side flexion with your spine though by curling to that side. Settle in where you want it to be as that follow-up. So now we have more of an aponic, an exhale, an empty shape, an empty energy. The beautiful dance of fullness and emptiness. Nice and gentle transition to the second side if you're in half frog or just want to reset your child's pose or change it in some way. Efficiently as you can, settle into that shape again and rest. Breathe out a few more times. Gradually release back to practice from the hands and knees. So elbows hug in, palms spin out. You haul is kind of a strong word, but to get yourself off your belly. Determined pressing. Come up. Use your legs. Use your bandhas. Flip your feet. One breath, downward dog. Knees wide. Release your feet. Threading needle. Settle your hands under your shoulders comfortably in that area. Do you like wide knees? Do you like your hips up or low in this pose? So you can do kind of a child's pose back or stay more upright. All right, flow first and then hold. Right elbow lifts out to the side, touch your skull, and then elbow to elbow, twice more. Big toes together, a little uplift in the pelvic floor and low belly. One more time, this time arm extending out to the side, go as far as that feels nice. Breathe in. Breathe out with a lot of precision. Bring the top of your skull above your right ear to the floor. Downward facing twist. Lots of control. Reset as you need to. You can have support under your shoulder if you need it. So we need to use the bandhas here to keep us safe. And that is that engagement in your low belly, connected to the pelvic floor, coming in and up into the body. And then all the points where you touch the earth, stabilize. Remember, one more breath. What can be softened with all of that that's going on? Try to let yourself feel free in the shape. Let's explore the other side. Strong press, that one-handed upward dog almost to come out and then release. It's nice to reset the knees to a new spot on the mat. And that hold elbow to elbow first. This is interesting, the way the range of motion is different with the elbow bent. One more time, your own degree of this elbow to elbow idea. Unfurl your arm, inhale, open up and back. Exhale, second side. So then you can even brush your low belly as you bring your hand through to remind that energy to engage. Carefully lower, refine, and then hold steady. Try to find the sweetness. This is by popular demand. It's a lovely deep twist. One more breath. Release tension along your spine, your neck, even around your skull, and then inhale comes, open up and out. And exhale, release your hand down. Coming to seated position from here. So the option to flow through. You want to dip down into the chaturanga prep. Or just come and sit down. I won't mind. But this gets easier with practice. Come on through. And sit, bring out your legs. Arrive. Tuck your chin lightly. This is Jalandhara Bandha. Excuse me, where we seal the top of the torso with the throat. And then we have the lower two bandhas, and we can recirculate the energy inside our torsos. This is the idea. Containerizing the breath and the prana one more time. Just let your breath come up to your chin. And then down into your pelvis. Relax your feet. Point your toes. Heart lift pose, maybe lifting up. I must think we need this one as we move into this new year, that we're doing this one every time. It's an incredible pose. It's really good medicine for your sacrum. Make sure you're able to have comfortable shoulders as you lift up. So you can work here, just getting the action. So come up, one step is to bring your feet in and lift up your hips. Hammock pose. Or straighten your legs. 3, 4, recognizing that you might have already been in the pose for a long time. 1 more, come up, and then it's over, come down and release to see the benefits. Looking at this variation of infinity pose. Bringing your right hand to the floor just behind you on that side, and then your elbow down. So you're gonna try to settle comfortably down onto your forearm. Bend your right knee, bring it across the other leg, and then reach up your left arm. One more time. All the limbs doing different expressions of things. Logical brain is busy. Release, press and rise. Other side. Lean back and down onto your forearm. So it's a little bit of a forearm plank preparation. Left knee bends, good, comes across that bottom leg, and then the right arm reaches up and back. Bring all that together. Maintaining equilibrium, equanimity, sadness, not disturbed, concentrating. And release. So this is a nice coming out support, is to catch your shin, and then you have both your hands to help you come up. And let's let that be. Time to come to our back body. So if you need to put clothing on or have a sip of liquid or have things to rest, please get that. And then lie down as slowly as possible. Keeping the word is nice, and it's okay to have socks for this part. Let's begin with one bridge, and then we'll do the knees in to the chest. Come up into your bridge of choice, your lunar style chill bridge. Maybe a little movement. Let your chest come towards your chin. Creating that throat blocking energy. Let's spend a moment, a couple of breaths with that idea of containerizing the prana and the breath in the torso. With that light toning in the pelvic floor and the belly, and then the throat. Maintain that engagement until you come down. And then let everything relax. Let all the muscles relax, including the subtle core. We do a yin style lying twist. So consider a favorite one. There's the twisted roots where you cross your legs if you like. The 2 knees to one side or one knee across. Go ahead and give yourself a pillow support, warmth, support, and settle into a twist that feels easeful in your body, and then relax and breathe. So letting go of bandhas, let the breath be free in the belly. 2 minutes. Drop in, relax. It's a process, continuing to settle and soften. A little bit longer. Continue to let go. To let your brain rest. Little spaces between thoughts. Or even big spaces where you have let go of that and are simply with your awareness. Not so simply, but it's possible to let your mind rest on your breath and body. A little gratitude for this side. Slow shift, really slow. Take your time. You pause into the center, plenty of time and space. Reading your own second side. Maybe even just observe what your body does to get into this position, which actions need to be taken. And then really experience and feel it. Really let yourself settle any holding, any discomfort. Try to give yourself support so that's not distraction. Remembering to soften the engagement of the subtle core. There's grounding, good for everyday wellness. There are resources here. What do we do? If our mind wants to wander, feel where you touch the ground. Maybe also focusing on exhale energy, which has a grounding quality. Staying still is another way by stilling the body. We concentrate on stillness. This is teaching your nervous system that these tools are accessible when you need them. And let's let this side feel complete. With a slow undoing of the shape Resting into the center in a way that feels good for you. Stretching out your legs slowly. And if they're more comfortable, you could bring them back into bridge. Practicing some full yogic breathing, also known as three-part breath. So comfortably on your back, knees bent or straight. Hands on your torso, one down low, one up a little higher. Breathe out. Inhale down low in your torso. So this inhale rises from the roots up to the crown and reverses. So feeling that physically in your torso. Again, inhale, let your belly expand, your rib cage, your collarbones. Full, but not forced. Slowly exhale and release that order. Try that one more time on your own. Take all the time you want to take with it. A little bit at a time. Exploring the range of motion of your breath. And I hope you've had enough time for one of those. Just finding natural, easy breathing as you consider some upside down legs. You may do it where you are. You can come to the wall like we did the other day, or have your knees bent on a piece of furniture, a sofa or bed. So move if you want to. Stay where you are if you want to do that. And bring, if you sit by the wall and spin yourself around, let your legs rest on the wall or up in the air. Make sure your spine is centered, moving your skull. Try to let as much effort go as possible. Be with the sensations. Curiosity is welcome. Keep it open-hearted and notice how this feels. The heart doesn't have to work as hard to nourish the brain, among lots of other things that are happening here. Let's let this feel complete, this first variation. And then invite your body into some knees apart, feet together shape. So you can do that if you're not by the wall. You can hold your ankles or bring your feet to the floor while you widen your knees. So Supta Baddha Konasana, reclining bound angle. How's the assist from gravity here? Gently curious. Feel it. A lot of second chakra work today, that acknowledging the watery nature of our bodies. Also our nature as emotional beings. And with that, I could add bringing the hands behind the skull if you'd like to take your elbows wide and just have a moment with this shape. Letting anything that resonates emotionally have freedom to be a little acknowledged and released. One more breath. Release your body from these actions, these practices, and coming to rest. Where would you like to rest? Back, belly, favorite blanket, favorite pillow. Transition with mindfulness. Take a few minutes to relax and receive. Compose yourself into the ultimate yin pose and let go. Let yourself merge with the universe. You are not separate from the universe. You are its expression in human form. The word Purnatva means fullness in Sanskrit. Also means perfection. Know that you are enough just as you are. And rest into that dance of fullness and emptiness. Breathing freely. Letting the breath naturally create that balance of energies. Jyoti, 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 Skyam, Jyoti, 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 Param, Jyoti, 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 Aro, Jyoti, 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 Shivam, Brahma Jyoti, Soma Jyoti, Varna Jyoti, Jnana Jyoti, Maha Jyoti, Yoga Jyoti, Vakta Jyoti, Nara Jyoti, Emma Jyoti, Vyoma Jyoti, Eru Jyoti, Viru Jyoti, Eka Jyoti, Eka Jyoti, Eka Jyoti, Jyoti, Light, O light of self-effulgence, light, O light of absoluteness, light, O light of gracefulness, light, O light of auspiciousness, light of Shiva, light of moon, light divine, light of wisdom, light of heaven, light of yoga, light of wind, light of sand, light, delight, light of water, rising light, vital light, the only light, the only light. Give us light, O light of light. Allowing your rest to feel complete. Come and sit for a moment or several. By creating the energy of mindfulness in our asana practice, we have completed a meditation as well. It also prepares us for more meditation or more rest if you need those things or want to practice them. Thank you so much. Let's send the Om together with our gratitude in our hearts for yoga and everything. Breathe in. Om. That long exhale of the Om. Breathe out. Breathe out. Breathe out. Thank you. Moon. Hydrate. Join me in eating less raw and dry food. And I hope I feel so much better. You're welcome. Thanks for the note.
Thanks, Blossom.
Thank you so
Hey, Blossom.
much.
There's Jenny.
You're welcome.
Missed you,
Hi.
Jenny.
Yeah, thanks. I miss
Here
being
you go,
in
your
yoga.
your moon tattoo.
Happy New Year.
You too.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Blossom.
You're welcome. See you.
Thanks, Blossom.
Bye, everybody.
You're still
Bye,
recording.
everyone. No class tomorrow. I'm sorry. But I'll remind those of you who usually come.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'm teaching a special class for a bridal party.
Cool.
I like your pink. Good to see you, Jenny.
Thank you, sweetie. Good to see you too. Can I ask you one really quick question? What was up with your hip when that you had to have a hip replacement? I mean, I just pretty much have constant pain.